Hello, this video is about title records and specifically what information you may find within a property deed. This is Dave at titlesearch.com and AFX Title. We're looking at a title search this week that had a couple documents in it. One was an apparently common deed to a property. Somebody sold a property to a second party. Well, hidden within that deed was language that basically took the money from the buyer, and instead of actually taking funds, the buyer was allowing the seller to live in the house for a period of time. So there's really no money changing hands. It was just that in lieu of getting money for the house, this particular current owner was allowed to stay in it. And had that deed not been read in its entirety, he would have just thought that it was a standard transaction, had a dollar amount on it, but that dollar amount was exchanged for a second document, which is this one, which was a notice exercising an option to lease and sell the property. It's important to read through the details on a deed. A lot of times somebody would just look at a warranty deed and say, okay, buyer, seller, amount, date, and that's it. Or if you're looking at electronic records, it's very important. Electronic records won't have all the details. It'll just have the basic index information that goes into a deed, and you won't know that there's other rights hidden within that deed. An occupant in a property in this case would have rights. So if you were a potential investor or a buyer or even a lender on this property and you just looked at the deed information, you wouldn't know that there's other terms and conditions that go along with it. Those terms and conditions might be a life estate, a remainder interest that have just as much rights as that owner would have. And in this case, all of the details even weren't in that deed. Some of the details were there. It referenced the second document, which was this notice of exercising the lease, and that document wasn't even indexed. It was in what's called a general deed book, where if you were just looking for the document by itself, you wouldn't find it. The deed details showed to reflect on that second document to get more information. So it's important to read each document. A good title search is not going to just look at a chain of title or the basic amount, dates, and names on the front of a document. It's going to read through the language to make sure that there's no other information that would be important to an interested party. So if you want more details on a title search, you can click on the link below this video. It goes to titlesearch.com. And of course, if you like this video and you think somebody else might be interested in what's contained, you can click the share link and forward it along to them.